morning, students. This is the 5th video of the chapter Why Do We Need a Parliament? And we were discussing about the role of Parliament. In last video, we discussed about the composition of both houses of Parliament. We discussed about the role of Parliament in terms of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now in this video, we'll try to understand how the Parliament is going to control the executive part or the government part. What are the different mechanisms that have been given to the Parliament to control or to inform or to suggest the executive or the government. So in this video, we will discuss one by one those important mechanisms that have been provided by the Constitution or through the business rule of the Parliament. Now, the first point that is written here is the question hour. After it is written 0 hour, in third point it is written censure motion, and fourth point it is written no confidence motion. So I am going to repeat it. So first point is question hour, second is 0 hour, third is censure motion, and fourth is no confidence motion. So these are the four different techniques, or these are the four different methods or tools that are used by the Parliament to control the executive part. Because you know that if executive will work in an arbitrary manner, then the problem will be created. Then in order to put limitation on the role of executive, these mechanisms or these tools have been provided to the Parliament. Now one by one we are going to discuss. The first mechanism or the first tool that has been given to the Parliament is the question hour. Now what is question hour? The question hour is the first hour that is given to the Parliament to ask question to the members of the government. We all know that the executive members are sitting inside the Parliament only. So all the other members, all the other MP, they are going to ask question from the government or from the ministers. So in the question hour, the ministers are expected to answer the question that is related to the respective departments or respective ministries. So in the question hour, the questions, as the name itself suggests, the question hour means here questions are asked from the different ministers. If we are going to discuss about the question hour, you will have to understand that basically the three type of question has been prescribed under the question hour. The first one is starred, second is unstarred, and the third one is short answer question. So we need to understand one by one. Starred means that is marked with an asterisk like this. So if the question is marked with an asterisk, it is termed as starred question. So what is the significance of the starred question? Here, if the question is marked or the question is starred or asterisk is given there, it means that the ministers will have to give the answer in oral form. And if the minister is going to give the answer in oral form, it means that supplement question can also be asked from the ministers. Like if the education minister is there and any starred question is there and the members of Parliament are going to ask about the education policy or the latest education policy, then the education minister will give it in oral form. He will give the answer in oral terms, not in written terms. No. So that is the specific about the asterisk question or the starred question. Now, all the set of question that is in the paper, that is prescribed in the paper in which all the starred questions are written is green in color. So that is special about it. So we can easily identify by watching the color that which one is starred, which one is unstarred. Now we are going to discuss about the unstarred question. Now unstarred question, it means that in those questions the star mark or the asterisk sign will not be there, will not be mentioned. It means that the member of Parliament can ask the different ministries. They ask the question from different ministries, and the minister will have to answer not in oral form but in written form. So that is important about the unstarred question. So second type of question is unstarred type of question. So here, if the question will be provided to the respective ministers, to the different ministers, and minister will see that here star mark is not given, it means that minister will have to answer in written form. So he will write the answer in detail by taking help from different committees or its helpers, and after that he will present it in the parliament in the next day. Okay, now the color of the paper in which it is presented, on which the questions are written, unstarred questions are written, it is white in color. So we can easily identify by watching the color of the paper that it is white in color. It means that it is going to denote unstarred questions. Now third type of question is also there. That is termed as short notice question. So what is short notice question? Generally, any important subject that is creating trouble in the society or that is creating much curiosity in the society, that is considered under the short notice question. So here 10 days time is given. 10 days time is given to the respective ministers to prepare the answer. The question is given in advance, and in the parliament the minister will have to answer because he already got the question 10 days in advance, and now after 10 days when he is going to sit in the parliament, he is going to answer the questions. So here the paper in which the questions are prepared for the short notice, the color of the paper is pink. So easily we can identify by watching the color of the paper only, we can identify whether the question is star mark or starred question, unstarred question or short notice question. So this is specific about the question hour. Similarly, 0 hour is there. So in the 0 hour, the matter of urgent importance can be discussed by putting all the matter on the back burner. If something or some important incident happened a day before in the parliament, then the next day the parliament is going to discuss the issue, and at the time only matter will be just halted for a moment, and after that in the 0 hour important matter or the importance of urgent matter will be discussed. So that is termed as 0 hour. So again it will put restriction, it will put pressure on the government. Now third is censure motion. So basically censure motion is passed by the opposition when government is coming with the budget. So government is coming with the budget that I want this much money to run my government this year, and the parliament will have to pass the budget. But suppose if the censure motion means the budget, the opposition is going to cut down the amount that is being asked by the government. So here censure motion is generally passed by the parliament. So it is also creating a type of pressure on the government, and government will have to present the right amount so that the opposition will not get the chance to cut it. Got it? Now, the fourth point, that is the most important point that is written here, is the no confidence motion. So what is inside the no confidence motion? Here it is written, suppose if the government is going to lose its majority, or some MP or some ministers are going to leave the government and they are going to join other party, then the government will lose its majority. Then what will happen in that case? Then in that case the opposition member will come with no confidence motion. It tells that the people of parliament or the parliamentarians are not having their confidence in the present government because the government lost the majority. Government lost the majority in the parliament, and that is how the no confidence motion can be passed against the government. If that no confidence motion or proposal, motion is proposal, if it will be passed in the parliament, then in that case government will have to resign. There is no option before the government except to resign. So government will be forced, it will be obliged to resign in case of no confidence motion if it is passed in the parliament by the opposition. So these are the important tools through which government can be controlled by the parliament. Thank you so much.